Welcome to Young Voices of the North. Today we're in conversation with three young northern women. They're not exactly who most people would expect to see up here, but they've got great stories to tell. And they're going to settle in and give us their experiences with living up here in Northern Manitoba. So you settle in and we'll have a great time. I'm Reverend Jan and my co-host,
Owen Daw, and these are our three guests today.
Hi, my name's Eniola. I'm in grade 9.
My name's Chisomebi and I'm in grade 7.
Hi, I'm Natasha and I'm in grade 9.
who'd like to go first?
Yeah, so I'm Eniola. I was born in Germany and then I moved to Canada with my family when I was like 1.5. Lived in Windsor, Ontario. Moved all the way up to Thompson, Manitoba. It was a long drive for my young self. And I moved to the Paw 5 years ago.
How do you like it in the Paw?
Yeah, the Paw's pretty good. I like that I can stay home, do my stuff, and yeah.
Now you're pretty interested in computers, right?
Yeah.
Like you're an ambassador for STEM stuff, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a ambassador for HackerGal, and I really like coding and other things to do with technology.
So although you're here in the Paw, it's like your brain is around the world.
Yeah, it's true. Like HackerGal's based all the way in Ontario, and I get to work with them even though I'm in Northern Manitoba.
That's pretty cool. So you were in, what grade did you say you were in?
I'm in grade 9.
And you're already remote working.
I guess.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. So, I guess what I'd ask is, what is HackerGal?
Oh, HackerGal is an organization that was made to encourage more girls to try out STEM. So what we do is we teach girls in middle school how to code, and I think it's pretty amazing, all the lives we get to touch with that and all the people we can help.
Nice.
Good for you.
Thanks.
Chi, do you want to go next?
My name is Chisomebi. I was born in Nigeria. I stayed there for about, I'd say 11 years. Then I moved here, so to the Paw, Northern Manitoba. I play basketball. I play volleyball too, so I'm really athletic. I've been in the Paw for 4 months now. I came here around October, so.
We've been having fun with me trying to pronounce Chisomebi's name right, and I never seem to get it right, do I? Close but no cigar.
Yeah.
So you've talked about basketball and volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
Is sports something that you really want to, do? Is that how you want to go forward in the next few years?
Yeah.
And have you tried any of the winter sports?
No, not really.
Is that not really no way I want to go to winter
I
sports?
I probably would. Just not right now.
Okay. I'm just wondering because we've got Trappers Festival coming up. So there's a lot of snowshoeing and cross-country skiing and skating and all these winter sports. I just wondered if you were going to try your hand at them.
I would.
That's good.
So, I am Natasha. I'm in grade 9. I've been in the park for 10 months. So, I'm from Nigeria in Africa. I've been in Nigeria for my whole life until I come to Northern Manitoba, the park.
Natasha, I heard that you're a dancer.
Yeah, but I'm not really a great dancer. I'm just learning how to dance, some few dance steps. Yeah, but I love dancing.
What kind of dances?
All the dance. I don't have a specific dance, but yeah, I dance.
So, out of the three of you, has anybody here gone to school outside of the PA? Must have gone to school outside of the PA.
Yeah, I have. It
And
was.
was it very different than here?
It was. It's really different. It's
Can you describe how it is?
okay then. So back in my country, I went to a private school, and it's different from here. We wore school uniforms and everything. There were different things involved than what we do here. So I had to adjust a little bit when I came here. So
So yeah, the teaching system is like different. Cause example like we have to go to teachers like, but in Nigeria, the teachers come to us, not we go to the teachers, but the teacher come to our class to teach us.
Oh, so the teachers rotate instead of the students?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Pretty sure it was like that during COVID. The teachers used to switch classes sometimes as well.
Yeah, it was like that when I was younger too.
It was like that a little bit when I was in middle school, but not too much. Usually it was still just going to other classes because for them it was their way of preparing us for high school, I guess, because that's how it was in high school. So they just kind of made it like almost like high school, kind of like a middle ground there from changing it.
What kind of classes did you have in Nigeria? Was there anything different than you have here?
yeah, there. Chess was part of curriculum in my school.
Chess?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Well, I've got a
So-
few people I need you to play for me because I'm always losing. So if maybe you could take them down for me, that would be great.
But we stopped in like grade 4 because of COVID. Yeah, so I'm not really as good as you may think. I'm just, yeah. I'm good though, but not,
Rusty.
grandmastery
Let's
good.
just say you're rusty.
Yeah, I'm rusty.
Okay, but it'll come back,
Yeah.
I'm sure. And you, Natasha?
Yeah, and also the teaching here, the teaching system is like a little bit slow here. Cause in Nigeria, I've started like chemistry and physics, but here I learned that you have to be in like grade 11 or 12 to start chemistry or physics. So yeah, I'm like a little bit way ahead, a little bit.
Ah,
Same.
yes. Well, things are different. When I was young in school in Ireland, the girls got to do domestic science. There was no hard science. You know what I mean by domestic science?
No.
Baking cakes,
Oh.
home economics, sewing pleated skirts, or
yeah,
that's
we
what
did
we
that.
did.
We did
There
that.
was no chemistry or physics.
Yeah, for us it's kind of like the base level science covers like a little bit of all of them.
Yeah.
Like they go through phases like this month we'll do this month we'll do this, and then in grade 11 and 12 you can go into the specific sciences.
I think also the difference between the Nigerian system and the Canadian system of education is the Canadian system is tied to your age.
Yeah.
Because
At
in
6, you are most at 6 you should be in grade 1, 7, grade 2, But in the Nigerian context, at age 4, the child is already in what is equivalent to grade 1.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
We do have one school here, Mary Duncan, that kind of goes that way, where it's just based off of what work you can do, like kind of like what level you're at personally, and then, but it still just goes by the grade level. So, like for example, my brother last year, he was in grade 9, and he did all of his grade 9 work and half of his grade 10 year, or like at least started his grade 10 year in 1 year, and then this year he's working on the rest of his grade 10. So yeah.
In Nigeria, the schooling system, it's not elementary, middle, and then high school. It's primary and secondary school, and also there's nursery for like the young ones. Yeah. So by the time I was moving here, I had just finished my primary school, so I was moving to secondary school. That's from grade 7 to grade 12. And so I had I'd say lesson teacher. It was like during the summer, my parents would get someone to, teach me some stuff for
Like a tutor.
yeah, for the grade 7 I was going into, and I was giving some stuff on biology and chemistry. I wasn't really good at chemistry, so
Early
yeah,
days, though.
yeah.
So you started chemistry in primary?
I was going to start chemistry in grade 7.
What do you see for your future? What would you like to go into?
So I'd like to, get into space engineering of some sort.
That's cool.
That's a great option.
Yeah. So there's still like a lot of other things I'd like to do, but that's mainly it.
Right.
And how about you, Natasha?
Honestly, I'm a little bit confused because as we get older, we have different dreams. Like we change our dreams. So I think I'll become a doctor. Yeah.
That's a great profession, too. I mean, God knows we need that.
A pediatrician for
Oh.
children, doctor for children.
I could see you doing that. You've got just the personality for that. You'd be a great pediatrician.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was thinking of getting a job in STEM, like in technology. I was thinking of maybe becoming a video game developer because that'd be kind of cool.
That would be.
But also maybe robotics as well. I might do.
Well, I think Canada is kind of a hotbed for at least video game development, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, go out there and make lots of money. And make your name and let people know Canadian women are at the forefront from this, or of this, I should say. And sometimes I forget to ask Owen, our co-host, what do you want to be when you grow up, Owen?
I'm thinking like a counselor of some kind, like maybe a school counselor, therapist, something around that.
I think you'd be
Area.
pretty good. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. And if luck has its way, I would like to do music. So if at all possible, do music as a career at some point, maybe. But
What kind of music?
honestly, kind of like anything. So I don't know. There's a wide range of music that on my own I kind of play and record, or with my friends. We haven't actually gotten around to playing anything together, but we plan to. It's kind of at that point where we're making plans for it. Or in jazz band at school, we're starting to break off into our own group and work on some stuff for the art and music festival coming up. We're working on one, and and maybe some other stuff.
I still think you have a great future in communications ahead of you. Eniola, do you play music yet?
Yeah, actually, I play the flute in band and play the fiddle.
Nice.
Yeah.
I played the alto sax.
Nice. That's what I played last year.
It's cool.
And Natasha?
Yeah, I don't really have any instrument that I play, but I would love to learn how to play guitar or piano.
Oh, yeah, they do have guitar classes at MBCI here.
Yeah.
So there's a beginner guitar class and an expert guitar class. So you can do those here as well, if you want to.
There's great music education in Manitoba.
Mm.
That is one thing that's for sure.
Yeah, I think our school got an award for the most students sent to a music camp this year or something.
Oh, International Music Camp.
Something like that.
My kids went there. Oh, I know, a long, long time ago. Had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
They really did.
Yeah. Alright, so today it's a nice negative 36 degrees with a wind chill, which isn't that bad for here. So what do you guys think about that?
Well, coming from a place where it's really, really hot, so it's really been an adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
It's too cold.
Yeah.
Is that why you haven't tried out any winter sports yet?
Exactly.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Eniola? You've been here
Yeah,
forever.
been here for a while, so I guess I've kind of gotten used to it. Sometimes this one, it's always like, oh, it's so cold, I'm freezing, when it's not that cold.
Well, what do you expect? Okay.
Okay, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago we were lucky to have like a -5 to -8 range, and that was pretty nice actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
I was
balmy.
wearing, like, no jacket, like hoodies most of
Yeah.
the time.
Oh, well, you might be going a little far on that.
I don't wear winter boots to this day.
I see
I wear
you
slip-in
right now.
Vans with holes in them.
For ventilation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Natasha, what do you think of the weather here?
Oh my god, it's pretty cold, like really cold. I can't wait for summer. Like the snow and everything, the weather is just too cold.
I think you're going to be a little disappointed when summer comes.
Yeah.
For us, like plus 25 is like pretty hot. Like that's
Really?
like plus 30 is like don't go outside, and that's too hot.
Yeah.
Really? Like
That's
the
like-
average where we're from is like plus 36.
Oh,
The
wow.
average.
Oh. No.
And what we find as cold weather would be 12 degrees. Like
That's like-
anything around 12 degrees is freezing.
That's like t-shirt and shorts here.
I've seen you with shorts on at about +2.
Yeah. Yeah. There's people I know who wear shorts and a t-shirt in the middle of winter. Like there's a guy in my band class who, like, I was surprised to see him wearing pants one day, like last week, and I was like, what? You're wearing pants? It's like the first time. But yeah.
Well, I've been here 3 years now, and I now say, oh, it's a beautiful day today. Because for the first couple of winters, the first words out of my mouth were, I don't know who in their right mind comes to this place, including me. But now I can actually first say, it's a beautiful day, followed up with, I can't believe who in their right mind moves to this place. Okay, so now we're going to talk about food.
Yeah.
That's always a great topic to talk about. So, have you tried any of our local delicacies?
Oh,
No.
I'm planning on trying poutine. I've heard it's really good.
Yeah.
It is. Well, I came from Quebec, from Montreal, so I was just raised on poutine. Oh, I did that again.
Am I pronouncing it wrong?
Yeah,
Poutine.
you are. But most of Canada pronounces it wrong. It's
Yeah.
poutine.
Poutine.
Yeah.
I usually say poutine.
But if you go up to like fat boys and you say, because I've done this, can I have poutine, please? They look at you and they look to the one side and they put their head to the other side, and then I go poutine and they go, oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yesterday at work I accidentally ordered a small poutine, or poutine I guess, and a large one when I meant to get a small and then a small dry ribs. So I had like 5 pounds of it for my lunch. And I was like, oh,
You're prepared to go to Montreal on a trip.
yeah. Yeah.
How about any other delicacies, or have you found any difference in the diet here?
Yeah. Where I'm from, it's usually like oily foods. Not like fast food, just oily foods. Yeah,
Is it spicy foods?
yeah, spicy.
So how do you
I'm
find it
used
here?
to spice. There's really not a lot of spicy stuff here that I've seen.
Yeah, even I find it kind of bland. And I find it's a lot of meat. It's just meat heavy. But I think that's because getting fresh vegetables all the way up here, and for them to sell them as fresh, they look kind of tired after a day or two in the grocery store.
Yeah.
So, but you can get meat and it lasts, and they have the cows up here and they butcher them up here.
Yeah, a lot of the vegetables here frozen. Like most people will buy like frozen vegetables.
That's true. Or they get them in the summer,
Yeah.
and then they can them and freeze them, and yeah,
Or yeah, people will buy like fresh vegetables to have like the day of,
yeah,
or like that week, and then anything past that usually doesn't last.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What about you? What do you think of food?
I'm not a food person, I guess. But I was about to ask you guys if you've tried bannock yet.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know bannock?
No.
Well, Trappers Festival is coming up soon.
That's the
You're
perfect
probably
time.
you're probably gonna try it soon.
I'm actually going to enter the bannock contest.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm going to make some bannock.
Nice.
Do you know, like, that bannock? I was astounded when it came here because my family speak Gaelic. They speak Irish as a first language, and that the word for bread in Irish is bannock,
Oh.
and that's what bannock is. It's made very much like tea biscuits or scones. It's not like loaf bread. It's like pan bread, and you can pan fry it or you can just eat it as it is. And it's lovely.
It's very buttery because
Yeah.
like it's mostly flour and butter or margarine, oil, whatever you want to mix it with.
It's great, and especially around Trappers, there's bannock everywhere.
I like putting either margarine or strawberry jam on it. Is my two favorite things.
Oh, I agree.
Put on.
I
Definitely.
agree. We here at the church we have what's called the tea shack, and that it's like a mini restaurant, but you can get stew and you can get kind of local food. And one of the things that we did was we made 30 tourtières. Now a tourtière is a meat pie, so it's ground pork and spices and potatoes mixed in, and it's under pastry. So somebody was writing about making the tourtière one day, a Facebook message sending it around to the church to say, make sure you all show up because today is, and she meant to say tourtière day, but instead the spell check sent out, don't forget, today is torture day.
So how many people showed up after that?
2.
Nice. Yeah, we did have an African restaurant here for a little bit, Still Is Good Eats, because she's from Ghana, so she started that restaurant, and I worked there for a little bit Fridays, working cash, and it was good. I like that. I miss it, honestly. It was good.
Yeah, it was.
What kind of foods were there?
There was, she did curry, jollof rice. There was
So
meat pies.
Jollof rice is like.
Did you try any of it?
Pardon me?
Did you try it?
Yeah.
Oh, I tried a lot of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked. I think there's jerk chicken as well. And then so what I usually do is take some of the chicken curry and the jollof rice and have those together. And then Kelly Welly was really good. I had that all the time. There was spring rolls.
Yeah.
I had that a lot.
Those.
And
Is
she
that like kind of mixing cross-cultural?
Yeah.
Why
And,
not?
She had puff puff.
Ooh.
And then, yeah, that was my mom's favorite thing. She'd always send me home with some for my mom because she lives down the street from us now. So often she'd just come by and give us some stuff to try out, or just like give my mom more puff puff because she just ate so much of that. Yeah.
I love
But
puff
yeah.
puff.
Yeah.
My mom makes it. In fact, I think she was planning on making some today, actually. So that's something to be excited for.
Yeah.
Aren't you lucky to go home to that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are there any?
Have you tried puff puff?
No. What is it?
It's like
a
they're
dough,
like
yeah.
they're like buns.
Yeah.
It's like a chewy fried dough, like really.
Yeah.
Or at least the one that I had is pretty chewy,
Yeah.
and with like kind of like clove type
Oh, really?
spices in it.
That sounds
At
good.
least the ones I had. I don't know exactly what was in it, but it tasted kind of like clove, just a little bit, or like kind of, I don't know what spices were in it, but it wasn't quite like a donut here, like a Timbit,
Yeah.
where it's just kind of like this flavor. It was like, I don't know, it was
You had a
different.
few mixed in?
Mm.
Whoa.
Well, if my mom does end up making puff puff today, I'll make sure to bring you guys some.
You promise? I know where you live. Are there any other like Nigerian foods that you guys want to make that you miss, or that they're real treats?
There's this particular salad. It's really good. It's also like it's not salady, but it's salad, kind of. It's oily. It's spicy. It's really spicy.
Mm. Yeah, at Scylla's, she made this hot sauce, and she was like, because I would just take so much of it, and she was like, why are you taking so much of it? And I was like, it's good. She's like, you know how spicy that is? I was like, and?
That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Also, jollof rice.
Mm-hmm.
It's rice, but jollof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm seeing a feast in our future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I miss it.
Mhm.
It's really not as much here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Well, now you got to start taking on the mantle. You have to start cooking it.
your mom makes some.
Priscilla was
Right
going
on.
to open the restaurant back up again when she came back, but I don't think she did. No.
Oh,
So maybe I can get my mom to convince her. To bring
Maybe.
it back up.
maybe now there are more people who are interested.
Mhm. Yeah,
I think that's pretty cool.
I think I was about in grade 9 when I worked there, so. Mhm. So, what do you think is your favorite thing about Northern Manitoba?
I like the people here. They're really nice.
Yeah.
You stole my answer.
Yeah.
Also, like the sports too. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think what I'll miss the most about Northern Manitoba
But
is
we're not letting you go anywhere. But if you were to go somewhere.
if I were to go somewhere, I think what I'd miss most would be like, the peace and the quiet, you know?
Exactly. It's
Um,
really peaceful here.
Yeah.
Really?
That was my second answer.
Where I'm from, it's like really, really busy. There's traffic. Imagine staying in one particular spot in your car for up to 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, so here it's really peaceful. It's quiet. I like it.
You don't?
You hate the quiet?
Really?
Okay, Natasha. Extrapolate. Go on.
Yeah, it's like a little bit too quiet, like too quiet.
You need some sirens going for you to go to sleep at night? That kind of thing?
No. But I guess I'm used to the noisiness in Nigeria, like, but like different because I need noisiness to study. Like
Yeah.
I love it when it's like loud for me to study, but most people just love it to be quiet and peaceful for them to study. Well, I'm different.
Where do you come from?
Nigeria.
I know, but where? Like there's cities.
Lagos.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it. Lagos is like a massive city, right? Is 18
No.
million
The
or
thing
something?
is, it's such a small place holding such a lot of people. Like the landmass, it's small compared to like some other main cities, but
Yeah.
like Lagos is the most populated. And
Yeah, I do
one
know
of the
that it has like
smallest
18
states.
million or something.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I also stayed there.
Yeah. I would go insane there.
It's
I really
really like it's
Well,
a
I
lot.
lived in Toronto. I've lived in New York City. I've lived just outside Washington. I lived in Kansas City. But I do love it here. I have to say, especially in the summer, I sit on my deck, which is right out by the river, and every day I watch the sunset, and I listen to the birds, and it's beautiful. That's kind of my time for me and God. We sit there together, and that's what just rocks my world.
So Natasha, what do you like?
Yeah, the school system and the opportunity in the department. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm glad to hear that.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite subject in school?
What's that?
A favorite subject?
What subject?
Did you
In school.
Did you have a favorite subject?
Did I have a favorite subject? Music. I did my undergrad in music. And then I was a nurse for 20 years. And then I went back and did a Master of Divinity to become a priest. I loved religious studies too. When I was in high school, and I went to a Catholic high school, so we studied religion, and everybody thought I was crazy because they all thought that's a bird course, right? They thought it was an easy course. I actually enjoyed it.
How long did it take you to get your
Master of Divinity?
Yeah.
Well, it took 14 years, but it didn't. I kept taking off. I went and I did half of it, and then I was off for 7 years, and then I went back and did a year, and then my son got cancer, so I was off for 4 years with him. Then he passed away. Then I went back and I finished it.
So it was like around 4 years. 4 years
Yeah,
ago?
it's about a 4-year program. Why? Any of you want to become priests?
Maybe.
Oh, and it's a cool job, let me tell you. I have never been so happy in my life.
Sorry about your son.
Oh, thank you. You would have loved him. He was hilarious. And he was a gold medalist in all the competitions in Manitoba. Yeah. He was a cool
Sounds like
guy.
a
His name was Andy.
Yeah. So what do you have to?
What do I have to say? Well, I wanted to thank all 3 of you for coming in. I thought it was a pretty cool conversation. And I think that you are, can I say kick-ass? Young Northern women. And I think that we need to have strong young women up here. And I think that you're wonderful, great additions to our town of Paw. So I thank you for coming. And I wanted to say to our audience that now that they've been introduced to the latest member of our podcast team, Eniola is joining us. Do you want to say anything? Tell them what you're joining our team for.
Yeah, I guess I'm editing now. Yeah,
Nice.
no big deal.
And you'll be hearing more from her.
Yeah. Do any of you guys have anything you want to bring up or mention before we're done?
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Have a nice life.
Yeah.